Welcome guys.
Welcome.
To the Bar Daniel show.
I am Mrs. Shanae Natre.
And I'm Prophet Couple Daniel. And today we are talking about healing, doing a little bit of shopping here, and also deliverance. What we went through to get delivered. It took years, it took a lot of work for us to be where we are today. So join us guys, it's going to be a fantastic episode. Let's go. What do you say, come see what?
This one. It's so cute. See the little eyes.
What are they called?
I don't know what they call it.
So why do you like fish so much?
I don't know. I mean, don't you love all God's creatures?
Hey? Don't that what?
Don't you love all God's creatures?
I do, especially you.
Look, this looks like Dory. You know, from Finding Nemo.
Like who?
Dory.
From Finding Nemo?
Yeah. Oh, it's just beautiful.
This one?
Oh, look quickly. His mouth is open. Look. He's smiling for us. Oh.
There's a zebra fish.
Hi guys, so let me tell you about my experience in Deliverance. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. Since I was a child, I'm sure most of us as children had this, I would dream a lot of nightmares. I would have a lot of nightmares, say, you know, and I'm sure many kids, they have that, but we didn't know, I didn't know that it's spiritual. It's not just like a dream, nightmare. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you suffer from dreams?
Yes, I suffered from dreams.
This has affected you your whole life?
Yes. And one of the things I really suffered with, I have to tell you the truth, is spiritual husband, guys. This thing is real. Spiritual husband is quite sad because what spiritual husbands do, now I'm not exalting spiritual husbands, I'm telling you so you know, what spiritual husbands do is they usually come from your forefathers or generational, they like generational curses, you know.
So it's like a family spirit.
Yes.
And what, you're saying this has tormented your whole life?
Yes, so what they do,
family spirit.
Spiritual husbands, they don't want you to be married to anyone. They just want, that spirit just wants you know? Not that they love
married to you.
Yeah, they're married to you.
So it's abusing you.
Yes. So now I would always have dreams of this spiritual husband. Sometimes I'd see the face, sometimes not, but it's not a face, it's a spirit, obviously. So it's not about what he looked like, you know. So he would always come in my dreams and I'd have lustful dreams, you know. We're speaking the truth now.
So
that lustful dreams.
The spirit abuses you in your dreams.
Yes, they would abuse. He would abuse me, whatever, and it would affect our relationship because spiritual husband even causes a married couple or even a couple. It causes you to fight with your husband or your partner or your wife, because men can also have a spiritual wife. It causes you to get angry. Most women who have spiritual husbands, they have a spirit of anger. They have a problem with anger. Yeah. So that's what it can do. The first time that I saw deliverance happen to someone, my husband brought a video home from a certain man of God, and I was watching and I was like, oh my word, what is this thing faking? I was like, no ways, Tao, no ways. this is all fake. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no. They called them aside and said, just fall and pretend, you know. And I remember even watched it when the spirit in them was speaking and saying, this is my husband, this is my wife. I was like, no ways. But then, my first time when I manifested, I went to a certain church. It was a church of this man of God that we were under a long time ago. And there was a pastor that visited that church that day. And he was like, there's someone here who needs deliverance because her soul is gone. It's like her identity has been taken. And as she said taken, I started to fall straight on the floor. And I felt this like heat. It was crazy. And the spirit that was affecting me didn't speak. But I was shaking and I was manifesting. And I realized, no, this thing is real.
Come look at these bears, come. Come check out these bears. Which one do you want? You want the pink one?
No, I don't want.
What's your color? What's your favorite bear?
Oh, look at this one. I actually have a small one like this that I was given when I was a kid.
Yeah, you have a small one like that?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And what did you name it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Do you even have teddies in your
No.
I know boys don't.
But on the honest note, teddy bears, are these for like only white people or what? I've never seen some kid in the township saying, oh, where's my teddy bear? Yeah? No, we didn't have these things, eh? Teddy bears are luxury. I'm with Lydia here, and her mom is at home. She's in pain, sick, because she just had an operation, you know. So I'm gonna pray for Lydia's mom, holding Lydia's hand, and I know God is going to heal her. Do you guys believe God for this miracle? Let's check it out. Let's give a prayer for you. Here come. Hold your hand. Father, I thank you for Lydia. I thank you for Lydia's mom. Thank you, God. I just pray for her. Touch her with the Holy Spirit. Treat her. An operation, I decree and declare healing 100%. Every area of her life, mighty God, family, and surprise them, God. Take away whatever is hiding us from you. I pray for your glory to fill your house. I pray for peace and restoration. Amen. Amen. Can I get a hug? Let me come out and give you a hug.
I must come out.
Come here.
Not allowed.
No, yeah. Oh, what?
Not allowed.
Oh, the cameras. The cameras. Eh? But God is going to touch them, guys. Eh? I believe. Cheers, Lydia.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay. Come, let's go. Yeah. So, guys, check it. 3 days ago, went to the hospital to go pray for a family. This brother, his eye was like shut. You know, he couldn't see anything. So the doctors were busy treating him there. But I had like the greatest experience ever. I prayed for him, and he began to feel this heat come over his whole body. And that was the first time ever he felt that. You know, I was so happy to see him experience God like that. Because, you know, people are always doubting, but whenever God touches people, it's like He wins their heart over to Himself. Then I went to pray for another brother in the same ward. As I'm speaking over his life, you know, God shows me this man is actually so anointed that he's actually an extreme teacher in the spirit. It's funny, you go to hospital with a condition, not knowing that a prophet of God is going to come, pray for you, and reveal who you are. And that's the beautiful thing about God. So as I'm praying for this man, there's another white guy there who cut his toe and is watching us. And when I stopped prophesying over this brother, this guy was so touched, you know. He comes up to me and he gives me a hug and he's like, I can't believe what just happened. He said, that right there, that's beautiful. How's it, guys? Day 2, we're here at the Santon Clinic.
Yes.
Came to pray for our brother. And yeah, so the problem is, his left eye lost the vision completely. But his wife told me that he's beginning to see now, and I praise God for that, because we are not here to display our gifts, but to minister the word of God, and it's God who does the healings.
Yes.
So we're going inside to see how he's doing, and hopefully we can touch more people. And I wish I could film inside our hospital, but it's private, so yeah, we'll give you a report when we come out. Sure. You see the cake?
I love the cake, guys.
Hey?
I just want the cake. Every time I come here, I just want the cake.
Cake. You just want the cake in the hospital.
Yes.
You come to pray for people, all you can think about is cake. Ah, woman of God. Yeah?
No, that's not true.
What cake was it?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Favorite.
Chocolate, your favorite. Okay. Come, get on the lift. Press down on the lift. Up or down, whatever, whichever one. We're going to level 1. Yeah. So let's go pray. God moved in a mighty way. I'll tell you, yeah, we'll tell them more just now. Eh?
Okay.
Let me just wash my hands here.
You don't need to wash them.
I'm just doing it for formalities. You know what they said? They said to Jesus, why do your disciples never wash your hands before they eat? He said, it's not what's outside that makes a man dirty, but what's from within. I'll tell you more just now, guys, about what happened here. God moved in a mighty way. So as I'm praying for this guy, right, this white brother comes over to me, he gives me a hug, and he's like, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this ever. And his heart is like filled with tears, and he gives me a hug, and he says, wow, that was beautiful. Like, I've never seen anybody minister in a hospital like this. And I was so shocked that God touched this guy who was just spectating, you know, seeing some guy, just some casual guy just praying for somebody. And as I touched this guy, God just showed me this guy actually has a gift of music. So I'm asking him, I'm like, are you a musician by any chance? And he says to me, how do you know actually that I play music? I said, God showed me. And he says, yeah, I've taught music, classical guitar, because I actually saw him holding a guitar in the spirit. And I started to minister to him. He says, yeah, I play classical guitar and I've been playing it for like over 10 years. And he says, but right now I teach tennis. And I teach these kids, and in my tennis court, it's like a church. I preach to these kids about God, and everybody's crying in the tennis court all the time, and God is always touching them. I was so shocked that day, because we just went to go pray for one person, but God touched every single person in our place. And that's the beauty of stepping out in faith when it's your time to minister. Minister everywhere you go. You know, lifestyle Christianity. Minister everywhere you go, and God is waiting to manifest Himself.
Think about crystals. I know a lot of people, they worship crystals, but as children of God, what do you think about putting them in your room, or in your house for a different atmosphere? Do you think you're worshiping them, or do you think it's right? Like, I know this one is for peace, but we have Jesus Christ, so we don't need that. So babe, do you see me wearing this? My favorite color is purple, as you know. It's beautiful, eh?
Yeah, I see you wearing that. Put it on, let me see what you look like. Come, put it on.
Let me try this.
Let's see. Yeah, that looks nice. Looks nice. What do you think? Looks nice, eh? Yeah, we'll see if we get. Maybe we can get there. You see, the reason I like to pray for people who are suffering with pains and all sorts of diseases, because I've gone through so much of pains through my whole life. And I believe most of it was just God teaching me how to handle pain, how to even care for people. For example, every night I go to sleep, God comes to me and He fills my body with every pain you can think about. When I say every pain, I'm not joking. Every part of my body, every bit of the bone, everywhere there's a bone, there is so much pain. Like the other day, I saw this vision. God came in the form of my brother, one of Papa's sons. And I saw him just dumping all his pain. And he said, you have to carry this. You know, Isaiah 53, he says, Jesus, he was a man acquainted with sorrows. He was a man acquainted with pains. And he says, when Jesus prayed for Peter's mother, who had a fever, he says, this happened so that what was written in the prophet Messiah, he carried our pains. So Jesus carried the pains before he went to the cross. That's why it says that you must share in his sufferings so that you may also share in his glory. So some of the persecutions that God trains us with are pains. Every time I pray for somebody, God will just give me a pain and I'll know, okay, are you feeling this pain here and here? I used to minister before my appointed time, before God told me, okay, now I can go, just because I had this gift of healing. But now it's not even me, it's the spirit of healing in me. So some of you are out there feeling pain, you must ask yourself, is that pain after the cross or before the cross? That's a mystery. Yeah, so babe, you went through a lot of deliverance actually.
I did it.
Yeah, I've seen you getting delivered for 3 hours at a time.
Yo guys, 3 hours. 3 hours I was on the floor. And yeah, it was crazy. What I can tell you is I just thank God so much for deliverance, because now I can see that I'm not crazy, because at first I thought I was crazy. I'm dreaming all these things, you know, what's going on in my life. And then now I know that it was a spirit, and it's better to have an answer, you know, than not know it all. And also I kept saying to my husband, why am I always getting delivered? Why am I always getting delivered?
It happened
until
it got so bad. It happened almost every service. Churches we used to go to where they said, stop praying now. Everybody pray in tongues. And then she'll just manifest. And everybody's thinking, again? Like, what's going on? Like, her deliverance was tough. It was so tough.
Yeah, and please don't mind us, we're having ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really tough, guys. The deliverance, oh my word. And now I went to Papa, and yes, I still got delivered there. But I learned.
Sorry, and by Papa you mean Papa Lesego Daniel?
Sorry, Papa Lesego Daniel. I learned that it's a process. Each person is different. So mine was a process, and I thank God that I haven't gone to deliverance for a long time. So I believe, you know, God is fixing me, He's changing me, and deliverance is very important, guys. Very important.
Guys, you've been hanging out in the bar Daniels. Be sure to click subscribe, share this video. Somebody out there needs to hear this. Until next time, it's bye from us. Bye-bye.